Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Tabansi, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see it. And today we have we got one of those shows for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Well, as you guys know, the NBA season in terms of training camp is about to commence in the next 6 to 7 days, right? We actually put up a poll not too long ago on our channel where we were basically getting a sense of what people thought in terms of who do they think is the favorite going into the season. We put up 5 options. Let me just state this again. YouTube only allows 5 options. People are like, you forgot about my Knicks, you forgot about OKC. Why is the Phoenix Suns on here? Why is this on there? You're hating. I'm like, bro, it's only 5 spots. So please, I put the 5 teams that I think most likely have a shot to make it. I put the Celtics, I put the Philadelphia 76ers to represent the East, I put the Dallas Mavericks, I put the Denver Nuggets, and I put the Minnesota Timberwolves. Please, I'm not hating on anybody's team. I don't really have any rooting interest in any of these teams, right? I say that to say that the NBA season is around the corner, right? And with that, it's going to come a lot of storylines. There's going to be a lot more content, which is great for us, and I'm sure for other content creators that may be watching the show. So what happened? Actually, we didn't really see much to produce, and I was going to produce just one show and then produce another show for our channel. Here's what I think. If you guys are not subscribed to that channel, if you're interested in current events, politics, economics, and how it all affects business and life, you make sure you go check that channel out. It's called Charles Tabansi. My name, Charles Tabansi, and the channel's called Here's What I Think. But if you search my name, Charles Tabansi, you'll be able to find it on YouTube there. Anyway, we were just getting ready to shoot, and then I open up my Instagram and I see a post from Yahoo Sports. And I could not believe what the post was about, because what the post was saying, because it was centered on LeBron James and Bronny James. Now, all of you have been following the story. If you've been under a rock, you know that, you may not know, but the Lakers drafted Bronny James as the 55th pick, brought up all kind of conversation around nepotism. Is he qualified and all of that? We all discussed this for at least a month, right? Everybody kind of weighed in. And initially when the news broke, GM Rob Pelinka basically said that the reason the Lakers decided to do it was because they wanted to make history. They wanted to make history in the Laker jersey in terms of having the first father and son play on a team. And in this case, we're talking about LeBron James, one of the greatest players of all time, and then his son. So obviously he's going to bring in a lot of headlines. He's going to sell a lot of merchandise, a lot of money around it. But essentially that was the reason that he laid bare. But then what happened? Some of us were speculating, is Bronny going to go to the G League? Is he going to make the team and all of that? Well, apparently, according to Zach Lowe, who recently did an interview on the Bill Simmons podcast, he has basically revealed that Bronny James will play with LeBron James on opening night for the Lakers. But before we even get into that report, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Game Time. With only 4 months left until the end of the year, I look forward to creating special moments with family and friends by attending various theaters, shows, plays, and sporting events. And when it comes time for me to look for tickets, I absolutely love to use Game Time. Game Time is one of the most reliable marketplaces for last-minute tickets to the most popular events in sports, music, and theater in more than 60 cities across the United States and Canada. Game Time saves me money, time, and peace of mind, so I don't have to sort through thousands of tickets looking for the best prices or worry about whether or not if they're authentic or whether if I'm going to receive them on time. Game Time Picks, one of my favorite Game Time tools, analyzes thousands of tickets for all of your favorite events near your location and finds you the best possible deal so you don't have to. For example, I'm looking forward to this upcoming concert at Madison Square Garden of one of my favorite composers, Hans Zimmer. Here I can select the all-in price to see the total ticket price up front, no hidden fees. And now I can sort through the best possible deals I can find. I can choose the cheapest deals, the great deal, or the amazing deal. Once you select the ticket you want, you can use their panoramic seat view to ensure you know exactly what you're getting before you buy. And if you're like me and always make plans at the last minute, you can grab tickets up to 90 minutes after the event has started. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the app, create an account, and use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Again, create an account and use redeem code CLNS for $20 off. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So I actually got the post here and I want to show it to you guys here. So it says, Yahoo Sports, LeBron James and Bronny James could make history together on opening night. Here's the quote. Bronny is 100% playing in the opening game so they can have a moment together. And at the very bottom it says, Zach Lowe on Bronny and LeBron James playing together in the Lakers season opener via the Bill Simmons podcast. You saw it there for yourself. That Bronny will be making his debut with LeBron James. What are my thoughts on this? I'm not really surprised here. And I don't think a lot of you out there are surprised as well, right? We understood that this was essentially being done to create this moment. Now, it is important to state that this is also a money play. The Lakers are going to make tens of millions, or if not hundreds of millions of dollars off this play. Some of you are like, how? Ratings and merchandise, paraphernalia sales. People are going to go out there and get a whole bunch of different Bronny jerseys. I don't know what his number is going to be. 9. Okay, his number is going to be 9, right? So there are going to be a lot of jersey sales. Lakers are going to make a lot of money selling those jerseys, right? So from a financial standpoint, the Lakers are going to win. From a historical standpoint, the Lakers are going to win because they're going to be the first NBA organization franchise to ever have something like this take place. Now, from a basketball standpoint, in terms of the X's and O's, I think this has zero impact, right? I don't think this changes the chances of the Lakers winning a championship or not at all, right? When was the last time a 55th pick was going to be a deciding factor for whether or not a team was going to be a champion? It's rarely ever happened, right? So we know that this is not a basketball thing where, oh, Bronny's going to come in and change life. No, at the very best, he's going to be a role player for the Lakers, right? And I don't think a role player is what's going to take the Lakers over the top, especially when you're looking at the Western Conference standings, when you're looking at some of the teams at the top. You have the Dallas Mavericks, as I aforementioned. You have the Minnesota Timberwolves. You have the Denver Nuggets, who just beat the Lakers. And then you have other teams like the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then you have the Lakers who come in, but also you have teams like the Memphis Grizzlies, who are going to have John Morant return. You have what's happened in Sacramento. DeMar DeRozan just signed with them. There are a lot of things happening in the Western Conference. I don't think that the Lakers are in the top 4 of those teams. If the Lakers ended up being a top 4 seed, that would be they would have overachieved. And I'll be shocked if they did. I think even Laker fans will be surprised if the Lakers end up being a top 4 seed. So Bronny going to the team doesn't change life for the team. I think it helps the Lakers from a PR standpoint. I think it also helps LeBron James's legacy for those who care about something like this. And ultimately, I think it makes him happy, right? I think it makes him happy. I also think that this season is going to be an absolute circus for the Lakers, because in the midst of all of this, we cannot forget that the replacement coach, after they fired Darvin Ham after a year and a half, is JJ Redick, who has absolutely zero coaching experience, right? So let's just think about this from a practical standpoint, just looking at how all of this will play out. If Bronny plays in the opening game for the Lakers, I think it would be egregious if he starts the game. That would be insane. If he starts over a starter like D'Angelo Russell, D'Lo, that would be insanity. So I'm going to assume that he's going to come off the bench. Now, he's going to come off the bench. He's going to have his moment. But then we have to ask the next question, which is this just going to be a one-time occurrence? Because if it's going to be just a one-time occurrence, then we know that they're doing this for all the other things that have absolutely nothing to do with basketball. And if the Lakers, if the Lakers are forthcoming about it, and they're like, look, Bronny's not going to change life for us, but we're doing this to make history, have LeBron and his son have his moment, then I think they would get more respect out of people. But I think is when they now try to dress it up and make it seem like, no, this is about basketball, Bronny is going to hit, like that's when you start losing people, because people are already skeptical of the situation to begin with. So if the Lakers are forthcoming about their position, like, look, this is a PR move, it's also a move for us to make history, then fine. I think people will be understanding towards it. Now, if he were to come off the bench, the question is, who is he coming off the bench for? I don't know if Vincent Gable is still on the team. Is he Gable Vincent? I prefer his name. I think it's Vincent Gable. I think that's his name. Is he still on the team? Is he going to be coming off for other guys that are more pro? Who knows? Who actually knows? And whose decision is it going to be? Given the fact that Zach Lowe already knows this and he's an NBA insider, this means that it must have been a decision already made. Personally, I think the organization at the top have already decided. I think Jeannie Buss has made it clear that, look, her number one priority is to ensure that LeBron James is happy. He must make the team a lot of money. So obviously, she wants to do things to pacify him, keep him happy with the team. To me, look, I think it's going to be a spectacle. I think the Lakers season is going to be nothing but just going to be a drama-a-thon from the beginning to the very end of it. And I'm going to be here I'm going to be all here for it, man. I cannot wait. So the question to the audience watching this is simply this. What are your thoughts on this news? Are you okay with it? Do you have any issues with it? Or do you see something wrong with it? Do you feel like he needs to earn his minutes before he starts and all of that? Whatever you. And one last thing. I want you guys to think about this for a second. Do you know who didn't start when he became a Laker? Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant never started. He actually had to earn minutes. But Bronny found a way to get on the court before him or earn some minutes before him. Pretty interesting. Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts in the comments. We catch you on the next show. Peace.